Okay, Coach, well, this place can get downright loud when the roof is closed, and that's the situation here today at NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Present to the T. 58 to Mike. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on
Coach, from the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Get set. 18. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Check 25. 24.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Oh, you got deep?
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS.
This is Mostert. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Hey, take your soft self back to huddle. Soft self back to huddle.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Third and long, it's Watson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be a safety as Trubisky gets swallowed up in the end zone. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Come on, fellas.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus. Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson sliding out of the pocket. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, of course, coming off the safety the last time they had the football. Never want that. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And this results in 6. Touchdown.
That's 6, baby. We got it all day up in here. We got it all day.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on now, let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
He's coming, man. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Pick the edge. Pick the edge.
Come. 6-6. Pull it high.
Check three. Check safety. Check safety.
Ran.
37. Check 37. Watch the safety creep. Out. Kill.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 12.
Ball carrier. Adrian Phillips on the stop.
Hand him out.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And third down.
41.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Mike 41. We got to wedge that out.
Hey, Echo.
Nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
41 Mike. 41 Mike.
Baby, you don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch out.
Lock in.
Back. No. Off.
Big edge. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Alert.
53's the Mike.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
On third down, Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Go.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take...
Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Boom! That's all.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson, Johnson the intended target, and it'll bring up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, you're on an island over. Receiver. Hey, I got 83. We got this, fellas. Come on.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
58's the mic. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 99.
Throwing again on second down. Watson, it's caught by Bryant. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
First and 10 at the 14.
Mostert. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
What is that? 57's a mic.
Here we go.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And now it's second down.
18. Hey, ball.
Mike 40.
Hey, my 7.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Check.
Hey, alert.
Hey, 41's Mike. 41's Mike.
All day, baby. Hey, Delta.
41's the Mike. 41's the Mike.
Hey, watch this.
Now it's Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete. It's third down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Me, I got him. I got motion man. Me, I got this.
Buzz. Alert.
50, check 50.
Golf.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. You're not ready.
Alert.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Justin Reed. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, it's 9-0. Ready for the second quarter from Houston, it's the Texans in possession of the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal.
Pull it together.
They keep it on the ground. This time, it's Miller. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Miller. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check 52. Whip, 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 whip.
Alert, 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 alert.
Get him.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Slam, slam, slam.
Check, 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 check.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Trubisky gives to Cohen. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Hey, get in the weight room.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Open man is Trey Burton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
53's Mike.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Blue, blue. Bravo.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Steps away to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
53's the mic. 50.
Hey, Sue.
I'm coming. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Get the ball.
Check 3. Check 3. Switch. Switch. He's checking.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Here we go, here we go. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hey, Alpha!
Trubisky will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot!
Mike 55, Mike 55. Exit, exit.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
Check.
Now Trubisky on third and long. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Did the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to weigh to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was a crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Here's Mostert. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
58 to Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, exit.
At the 32-yard
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Know your job.
53's to Mike. 53.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. It's caught. It's Miller. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Complete to Anthony Miller. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert!
Rush in. Rush in.
18, 18.
Check 13.
Hey, 18, 18, 18.
Safe.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Now 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Mike, it's a party now. It's a party now.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Motion, motion. Bump, bump, bump.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's.
Hey, Echo.
Switch up, switch up.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Tariq Cohen. Incomplete.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Blue down, blue down.
25, check 25, check 25.
They go play action. Trubisky. He's got Burton here. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try the left side. McKenzie, 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Charlie.
Defense. Hey, here we go.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Let's get that ball.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
50.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky spinning away. That is caught by Cohen. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Let's go. Let's do this.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
36.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Lock in, lock in.
Watch tight end.
4 down. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Too little, Cupcake.
Motion.
Ran, up.
They go play action with Trubisky. He finds Robinson, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Slam.
Ran, up.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Texans take over first and 10.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, first down. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's first and 10 at the 19-yard line. Now Mostert. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got you, son. I got you.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 29. There he goes left side. And he will have a touchdown. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Miller. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on first down, Trubisky, it's complete to Robinson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
41's Mike. Pick me up. Here we go. 41's the Mike. Wahoo! Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert.
41, Mike, 41.
Silver. 41 Mike. 41 Mike.
Hey, Mike 7.
Out of the gun, Trubisky gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Check.
Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 10. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock.
And my goodness, another interception. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick.
Interception. Come on, guys. We got this.
By the Bears. Sets up first down and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch 82.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Alert, 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 alert.
Hey, alert.
Blue draw quarters.
Shit, shit.
Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Bang, 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 bang.
Trubisky going to take it on the sneak. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down. This defense has not surrendered a touch. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mitchell Trubisky hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised about the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Now a handoff looking right. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
3 down.
Hey, Delta.
53's the mic.
Alert, 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 alert.
Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Watch it, 5.
Watch the pass.
On first down, Trubisky. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session. If he's saying, hey, run that one back, Coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that
2
again.
more times.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
7 yards there and a first down. Trubisky will come up here first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
18. 5.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down.
It's our time.
Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Right here.
Alert.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Go.
Mike, 53, Mike.
Check.
Alert.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Again, it's Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
It's 3rd down and 6.
The Texans on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Now they try the right side here. takes this from the 30 to the 34. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
At the 34-yard line.
This is that. 19. Mike. Hey, let's get in them holes.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
45. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
I'm going to hit you all
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Texans, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bears, their season